is Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is the biggest story this offseason thus far. He wants a big lucrative deal. The Ravens really don't want to give him a big lucrative deal. Then there's a franchise tag, and then there's he's going here, he's going there. I saw something today that he is going to get a contract of 6 years, $306 million. 6 years, $306 million. So that roughly gives him, about $45-ish million a season. And per sportstrack.com, the market value for a Lamar Jackson is $40.7 million a season. So on this Overreaction Tuesday, the thing that we talked about on the members-only stream last time, I'm bringing it to you guys right here, is does Lamar Jackson go to the Atlanta Falcons? So when we first started talking about this, I'm like, there is no freaking way he's going to the Atlanta Falcons. It just doesn't make sense to the Falcons. It doesn't make sense to the Ravens just to, let him walk or whatever, right? They're definitely the Ravens are either going to get a deal done or they're going to franchise tag him. There are two separate types of franchise tags. There are the fully exempt one where you basically say, I'm tagging you. You don't have an opportunity to talk to anybody else. Go anywhere else. Either you play for me or you're not playing at all in the NFL till you serve out your deal, right? Or there is the non-exempt where they can tag him, but other teams can still talk to him, still negotiate with him. And if he happens to get a deal done, right, then that team gives the Ravens 2 first-round picks. So when I started thinking about this, does Lamar Jackson logically to the Atlanta Falcons make sense? So when we think logically here, right, think very, very logically here. The Atlanta Falcons drafted a rookie quarterback last season in the name of Desmond Ridder. Ridder played the last 4 games of the season, went 2-2 on the season, lost his first 2, won his last 2, but he did improve each and every week, stat-wise, eye test-wise, and basically flow of the game-wise. Like he definitely seemed to lock down that team a hell of a lot better throughout the season. Then we see the pieces that are around Desmond Ridder and or Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota is still on the roster as well. He did play the first 13 weeks of the NFL season for the Falcons. They have Drake London and Kyle Pitts and Cordell Patterson, all of their centerstone pieces, nice young pieces that they have there. But after those guys, they don't have shit on that team. They went 7-10 last season, the Atlanta Falcons did, missing the playoffs, obviously, and they have $52 million of cap space. So per StackTrack.com, Lamar Jackson is going to be about a $40.7 million a season guy. The Falcons have $52 million of cap space. Say they give Lamar Jackson that $40 million that he wants, fully guaranteed, right? Or 45 or whatever he wants. That gives you anywhere from about $8 to $12 million to basically sign more receivers. Because what has been the biggest knock of Lamar Jackson his whole career? He has not had a true number one receiver. He hasn't had a very good receiver core. That is why his numbers suck, yada, yada, yada. Well, Drake London and Kyle Pitts, are they going to be that wide receiver core that Lamar Jackson needs? Are they going to be those guys that Lamar Jackson needs to be catapulting to the next level? No, they're not. Drake London is a very solid receiver. Kyle Pitts hasn't shown me shit since his rookie season. Yes, I know he tore his ACL or injured and like all this other stuff. Like, I get it. There's stuff happening with Kyle Pitts. Cordell Patterson, he is old, right? Lamar Jackson on the surface physically to the Atlanta Falcons just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense to me in my head. If somebody can say otherwise that it makes sense, I would love to hear it. I am on the fence. It's like it just doesn't make sense to me at all. And to just let the Lamar Jackson walk or for 2 first-round picks, I just don't see it happening. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens will ultimately sign a deal. Like I said, I heard 6 years, $306 million, or they're going to franchise tag him, which the franchise tag will give him about $32 million a season because they average, the top 6 or something like that. So